Good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is a really overcast, stormy day. Lovely. So I hope you can see this well enough. This is my latest. It's a mini I made for just out of scraps for my Etsy shop. It is 2 signatures. It is the binding I like to use. Heavy craft card. This image is a journal card from Tsunami Rose, as is this one, little birds. Eyelet twine closure. Let's go inside. Hope everybody's doing well today. So I've put, I think these are Tsunami Rose, these library cards at the front and the back. And they're tuck spots for a plain journal card. And the anchor pages are some of her larger elements that I've shrunk down. I made a whole journal out of these elements, a large journal, but I made these intending them to be journal cards but never ended up using them. So I'm using them as anchor pages in this mini. And then we've got a little bird here. It's not exactly a bird themed, but just scraps that I had. So I'm using just whatever, birds, butterflies, however. A stencil journal card with a little stencil here and a butterfly. Tea-dyed paper, bright yellow paper just because I had it. Vintage writing, lined paper. A pocket that I made out of a scrap that I had, and 2 tags inside. This is vintage 1901 lined paper. You can see the lines, but they're super faint. And then that's the number that came on the page. Thought it was super cool. Some really nice paper that somebody had written on at an estate sale, so it's light enough you can write over the top of that. Some handmade linen paper I found at, where did I find that? An estate sale, I do believe. And then there's some stenciling on it. I've made an envelope out of a scrap of Edith Holden book page. And then I found this book of how to pick an antique. So I added a page of that. A little journal card in there. And on the other side, it's a die cut. You can add an image there. You can put a quote in it. You can just journal on it. Add it anywhere you want in the book or in any other book. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice as a cover? Anyway, lots of uses for die cuts. Some ledger paper. Lots and lots of journaling space in here. Such a beautiful day. I love rainstorms. Except I can't mow the lawn. The other half of the antique page. An envelope made out of, again, a scrap booklet or a journal card, however you want to look at it. Another die cut, different shape, really pretty. On a heavier cardstock too. More stenciling. Other half of the little pocket. An embossed tag. Maybe it goes that way. Questions. Guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Whatever side you like. Bright yellow paper, sunny yellow. I'll call it that. I remember once when my son was just a bit younger, in high school, he had a down day, and one of his friends gave him a yellow day, a happy sunny day, and she gave him a yellow bag full of all the sunny yellow things she could find. And it just, like paper and little balloons and little stuffed animals and things. Just things that would make him happy, and it worked wonders. It was wonderful. A scrap of index card, another little butterfly, stenciling on the back or the front, however you look at it, in a little peekaboo pocket. Thank you, Kathleen. Wonderful idea. A scrap of lined paper. clip holding in a over the top booklet that I stamped on, and then it just has scraps of tea-dyed and vintage papers in it that I've pamphlet stitched. And since I don't I don't trust things unless they're really secure in here, paper clip. And then a tiny pocket down at the bottom of this How to Choose an Antique book, embossed with butterflies, if you can see that. And then 2 tags. This one just out of Scrap Edith Holden on the back of an index card, so you've got the lines there. A little label from Innkeeper, and a scrap of digital pattern paper, tea-dyed, and a little more stenciling, and just a scrap of paper here, a tuck spot, more bright sunny yellow, the other half of the label, a scrap just done a little differently. It's like a belly band on the side, and a scrap of burlap and lace digital. It's been tea-dyed. You could just put it in there, but I find it a little more secure to put it over the top. More How to Pick an Antique. Look at that thing. Look at those pretty desks though. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah. And another little embossed pocket with little birds on it. And then I just had scraps left over from a Asian ladies book that I did, so I put her on a tag that I made with love and grid paper behind, and then another tag. Another over the top booklet. It's made out of a scrap of cardstock, and then just scraps of paper that you can turn along. Isn't that pretty? How that tea did it. Oh, tea dyeing is so random. You get something new every time. It's pretty cool. And then there's still space on here. You can stencil around her. You can, if you have little teeny corner stamps, you put corner stamp around the whole thing. Anything to make it yours. Your own personal touches. That's what this journal is for. To add your own personal touches. I mean, why should I have all the fun? Tuck here with a little postcard. Beautiful eggs. And the other side, another library card and a journal card. And then there's the back. And this will be in my Etsy soon, and I hope you like it. I hope you have a good day.